proved a huge hit in the UK. It reached #2 and stayed in the top 10 for 8 weeks.
It was written after he lost his job in the recession. Thankfully, his new record has been inspired by much happier times. We'll talk to him in just a moment, morning, but we're going to take a listen to Green Lights first. Here it is.
Something special happened today. I got green lights all the way, with no big red sign to stop me, no traffic jam delay. Thank my stars for every green. You have no idea what it means. No, no. Well, to a man who's always traveling, who's seen the things that I've seen, I don't know what's yet to come. Not sure of anything that I've done really makes that much difference.
Oh, great. You know, I listened to that when I was in a traffic jam. So hearing you singing There Are Green Lights All the Way, it's a nice, happy song, though, isn't it?
It's the song that you listen to when you're driving. That's
Yeah.
why I wrote the song. I was
Did you?
driving in Hollywood on my way to the studio, hoping I could get there on time, and I was lucky enough to have green lights all the way.
Was it an omen for what you were going to do?
Well, I don't know. It just happened to be a serendipitous event, and that's kind of how songs come to me. You know, I'm just happening upon my day, and songs come into my mind.
Your songs are a really lovely mix on this album of songs like that, which are sort of uplifting and happy. Green Lights All the Way, love it. And then you've got songs which are effectively a social commentary on what's happening in America and the recession and how it's affecting ordinary people there.
Absolutely. I think it's important, you know, to write songs that are relevant to people's lives. So I'm always trying to hit on the topics that will be emotionally important, and also about social and political events that, you know, are happening around us.
There's one very interesting reworking you've done of Femme Fatale, which, because I remember when I listened to your
Velvet
album,
Underground.
I
Wasn't
heard
it
it and I thought,
originally?
this sounds familiar, but it's a completely different treatment. Now, Lou Reed wrote that about Edie Sedgwick.
Exactly.
You've written it, who's a New York socialite. You've written it about a different New York socialite, really, haven't you?
Yeah. To me, it's really about the Statue of Liberty and the discussion about immigrants that come to America and allured by this femme fatale, you know, the promise of a better life, and oftentimes get turned away or are dejected by, you know, the circumstances of trying to make it in America.
Suggesting the American dream isn't quite what it's made out to be.
Yeah, you know, my parents come from Panama. They fared well. They did well by us, my sisters and I. But I've had other family members that didn't do so well and had to go back or are still struggling. And it, you know, it's not the same for everybody.
Yes. Bill and I have been badly singing I Need $1 all morning. So let's have a listen to how well you can do it.
How it should be done.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, I need $1, $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need $1, $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. And I need $1, $1, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
And that was written after you were made redundant.
Absolutely.
That's what happened.
Yeah, well, I was working as a business consultant, and you know, just making my life as a consultant, making money, and the company wanted to downsize, and I was part of the chopping block. I figured I'd just focus on music until I had to get another job, but I haven't had to do that since then.
Oh, well.
So actually, losing your job made your career, in a sense.
That's pretty much what happened. It was really probably the best thing that happened to me.
Do you think, because I also sense that some of the songs, because you're talking about what it's like to be an outsider and what it's like to be down on your luck and with people passing you, and there's one song where, you know, part of the lyrics are sort of, you pass this person and remember who they are because they might look dirty to you and you look at them as though they're ugly, but they're just struggling to make ends meet.
Just struggling to make ends meet.
And you have seen what that's like, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I see it every day, and especially, you know, coming from an independent music background, being a starving artist, and having many other starving artists around me. You just never know where somebody is from and what they're about. Yeah. You pass by people every day, and some of them have the deepest, richest lives that could enrich your life as well. You should definitely take take value in every person.
Yeah. The production on your music is very clean. What I find refreshing about it is you can hear every single word that you're singing because you want to get the message across. And it's a very positive message from your music, really, isn't it?
Well, you know, I started out as an MC making hip-hop music. I've ultimately felt that there were so many words filling up the songs that my messages were being confused. And I wanted to start writing songs that were clearer and even more emotionally impactful. And that's why I started to write soul music.
Yeah, and it does go back, it feels like it goes back to early soul, and that it hasn't been overproduced, you know, you can absolutely hear every word you're singing.
For me, that is the goal.
There isn't too much in it.
That's the goal. I want to carry on the tradition of the greats in the past, my heroes like Al Green and Marvin Gaye, Bill Withers. So I hope that I'm doing them proud.
There's the penultimate, well, the last full song on the album is a very moving song about motherhood. Did you write that?
Yes, it's really, I wrote it specifically for my mother and my grandmother. It's you know, our relationship and the love that I have for them. And actually, when I was a business consultant, as part of this hazing process, they made the new hires sing or do some sort of talent in front of everybody else.
Oh, how ghastly.
And I sang this song, Mama Hold My Hand, in front of 200 consultants. And at the end of it, I had a few of them in tears, and one of the senior executives said, you might be in the wrong business, kid. So here I am today.
Well, it is a very moving song.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Well, thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a lovely album.
Yes. Well, I'll be back. I'll be back. I have some shows coming up in the first 2 weeks of December.
Okay, great.
And just how many trilbies have you got?
How many?
Trilbies, the hat.
Oh, well, so I've got about 3 or 4 different hats that I like to wear. Looking for more. Just going to start my collection.
Oh, you come to the right city looking for hats. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Great. The new single, Green Lights, from Aloe is out now, and his UK tour begins in December?
In December.
All right.
It's great to have a skill where you can stand in a room full of people and they say, go on, show us something. And you stand up and you sing with a voice like that in front of 200 people.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What would I sing?
Whistle.
I have a karaoke
Magic
number, as you know, but it's not one that you want to hear right now.
Good for you.